Hey everybody, this is Billy and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, this is a document of my bariatric journey as from going from before having the procedure through the procedure and as I continue to work towards becoming healthier and losing weight. Right now, this is day 8 of my 15-day pre-surgery liquid diet. It's still going well. Actually, I haven't gotten tired of it yet. It's been pretty good. I haven't had any issues with sugar cravings or hunger pains or anything like that. I credit really staying hydrated. So every day I have at least 1 bottle of Gatorade. My dietitian recommended that the electrolytes are good to help prevent cramps and leg cramps and stuff like that because of the significant change in my diet. I'm keeping hydrated as well, so I usually have 1 bottle of Gatorade a day, but I have at least 6 bottles of water, half-liter bottles of water throughout the day as well. I try to space it out so that way I maintain hydration throughout. I think that's helped quite a bit in keeping the hunger pains down. Because let's be honest, during this liquid diet portion, so I have 3 protein shakes, I have some Greek yogurt in the morning, I have some soup, which I just finished my soup for dinner in the evening, and that's it, right? So the water helps to keep me satiated during the time in between. But again, it's going well so far. So pre-surgery preparation, because my surgery is a week away, really. I have 7 more days of this diet, and then I have a day of a clear liquid diet, which will require me to cut out the protein shakes I've been having, which are milk-based. And instead, what I'm going to do is have some protein water with it to help me get the protein I need throughout the day. But that's the last day. And then the next day I wake up and I have the surgery. So I met with my dietitian today just to see where I'm at. It's extra. I've already hit all my requirements that my insurance has for dietitian meetings, but I added this one in extra because I wanted to make sure, since I'm at the halfway point of my liquid diet, am I on the right path? Am I doing it right? Do I have the liquid or the clear liquid diet right in my mind? Am I prepared for that as well? So, and it looks like everything is on target right now. So another thing that's come up is I found out today my surgery time's being moved up. Originally it was 1 p.m. Now it's going to be scheduled for 7:30 in the morning. So I will have to be there at 5:30 in the morning. But in a way, I see this as a good thing because I don't see myself getting much sleep the night before. I've never had a surgery like this. I've never been operated on to where I've had incisions or anything like that. I've only had scopes in the past. So this is my first cutting surgery. So, and I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous because I'm not sure what to expect when I wake up. I'm not sure what level of pain and adjustment, discomfort I'm going to have after this because I've never been through anything like this before. So having it early in the morning I think is good because I don't have the entire day to dwell, have second thoughts or whatever. I get there early, we have the procedure early, and then I can focus on healing. So I'm actually thankful that it's been moved up. So the pre-op diet experience, as I mentioned on the last video that I had where I talked about what I ate during the day on the liquid diet, it's been pretty good actually. I set myself into a routine, so I'm not gonna lie, I eat the same thing every day. It just makes it easy. I already know what I'm gonna have, so when I wake up, I go to the Bariatric app, I just copy over everything from the previous day, and I'm set. I know that I'm hitting my protein goals. I know that I am essentially set in the proper routine. So that's what I'm doing. If I understand a lot of people are going to need variety, So I am definitely not judging when it comes to that. If you need something different, have something different. Just make sure you work with your dietitian, your surgeon, and that you're hitting the goals that you need to have. Because this pre-op diet, the intention for it is really to shrink your liver. Because most people who are overweight, due to what they eat, have fatty liver. It just kind of goes with the territory. And the way it was explained to me by my surgeon is the stomach lies under the liver. And so you actually kind of have to lift it in order to get to the stomach beneath. And if your liver's enlarged, it makes it more difficult. So this just helps the procedure go smoother. And that's why a lot of physicians require a 14 or 30-day liquid diet ahead of time. It's just to make sure your liver has shrunk and is in a good place size-wise for them to have the procedure. So, but yeah, as I said, I stick to a routine. Challenges I've had, actually, surprisingly, I haven't had any. And I don't know, that's another reason I wanted to meet with the dietitian, because for me, it seems like, okay, this hasn't had any real challenges so far. And so I was questioning, am I doing it right? And thankfully, it sounds like I am. Surprises is that it is going so well. I really haven't had any hunger pains, haven't had any sugar cravings, but that could also be because the 3 weeks before I went on this pre-op diet, I did a pre-op diet to where I intentionally cut those sugar cravings. I cut out sugar from my diet, tried to do high protein, low fat, low carb. And because if I was going to deal with sugar withdrawals, I wanted to deal with it then when I could eat something, and if it got too bad, right? If it created, I know some people have severe headaches or start having physiological issues because sugar is addictive. And if I had that, I wanted to know that I could do something about it and eat something, even if it was small, as I continue to work on withdrawing from sugar. But thankfully, I didn't have any problems. So it was 3 weeks that went by pretty quickly. And between that diet and the liquid diet I'm on right now, I've lost 35 pounds already. So yeah, I'm hopeful that means that this surgery will be successful in helping me lose weight, because if I'm already seeing results beforehand, then I can only imagine that afterward I'll see even greater results. And so I'm really looking forward to that. I have to say too, this whole process, so I haven't had any issues with the diet, but I have had nerves, again, because I haven't had a cutting surgery before, so I don't know what to expect. But in my mind, it's I believe this surgery is necessary in order for me to live a longer, healthier life, to spend time with my grandchildren, and to be healthier throughout. And so that's the motivation. Really spending time with my grandchildren as they grow up is my motivation to stay the course and see this through to the surgery and beyond. So the role of structure and accountability is one thing I wanted to mention. Meet with your dietitian. Make sure that you are taking their advice. Make sure that you meet with your doctors. Call them if you have any questions. I've done that already. I've asked questions about the vitamins that are required after the procedure, which ones are most recommended, how much should I take. I've asked plenty of questions. Your doctor is there for you. Your dietitian is there for you. Make sure that you're leaning on them. Don't deal with these questions alone and not have them answered. Reach out. That's why they're your team. That's there to help you be successful with this. So, and of course, try to maintain self-discipline. Don't, if you cheat on your diet, you know, it's going to happen, right? But when it happens, make the commitment to yourself that you'll get back on it and try to do better next time. Because really, if you're cheating on any of the steps they're giving you, you're really cheating yourself. You're sabotaging your own success. So have discipline, keep yourself accountable, do something like this, like journaling. This journal helps me to stay accountable, because I know if I slip, then I'm going to have to come on here and talk about how I slipped. And fortunately, I haven't had any of those issues, but I'll make sure to bring it up if I do. So, milestone achieved. Again, I've lost 35 pounds with this process. So it feels really good to see that progress before actually having the surgery. And I feel like it, and I had this question actually from a friend who asked, well, if you've lost this much weight before, do you still need the surgery? And in my case, I do, because there's another issue that they're going to work on at the same time that has to be taken care of. So I can't walk out of the surgery or walk away from it. It has to happen, but I'm optimistic that it's going to go well, because if I am seeing this type of improvement, then, well, it can only continue the more improvement. So I am looking forward to seeing success, to building even more momentum as I go through this process. I'm really looking forward to the journey ahead. So the emotions that I have leading up to the surgery, as I mentioned, I have mixed feelings about this. I'm nervous because I've never been cut into before. I don't know I don't know what to feel. I don't know how I'm going to feel when I wake up. How is everything going to be with the swelling from the suture line, the staple line in my stomach? I've heard from people who have had this procedure before that sometimes it feels like food gets stuck, and you have to wait for it to work down. And I've had that issue in the past with my esophagus. It's a very uncomfortable feeling, but I know that part of it is also learning how to listen to my body, learning how to eat again, how to drink again, how to eat and drink the right amounts at the right times. So it's going to be a learning process. There's going to be times when I stumble. There's going to be times when maybe I accidentally eat too much, or I drink water too soon after eating, and it causes the food to float a little bit, which creates discomfort. I know it's going to be a learning process. It's going to take trial and error as I work through this. But I'm here for it, because in the end, this will lead to the best possible outcome. Definitely better than if I didn't have this surgery. I feel, in all honesty, I feel like I would be looking at an early death, right? And it would be self-inflicted. It would be death through food, or death through inattention to my body's needs. So in the end, that's why for this, this is all worth it. So what scares me the most is, again, that cutting feeling. I don't know but what excites me is the potential weight loss and becoming a new me in the end. So for me, this is going to be, again, I have a medical necessity for part of this, so this is really kind of a two for procedure. So this is going to be a medical transformation, but as well as a personal transformation. So my next steps. So where am I now, right? I've already taken care of all the dietitian appointments. I've even had an extra dietitian appointment, as I said, just to make sure that I'm in the right place with my liquid diet. I've already met with the surgeon in her team. The next time I see them will be when I go in for surgery. I've had all my blood work done. I've met with the psychologist and had the psychiatric evaluation. I've had the fitness evaluation. I've talked with my general practitioner, my family doctor, and so everything is done. I've checked all the boxes. The insurance companies approved it because I've checked all the boxes, and so now it's just staying the course with the liquid diet and going in at 5:30 in the morning next Thursday and having the procedure. So if you are in the same place, feel free to comment. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Hopefully you're looking forward, if you are in the same place, hopefully you're looking forward to it as much as I am. And it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to have questions, but reach out. Reach out to your surgical team. Reach out to your dietitian. Reach out to someone who's been through the process before. Reach out to me if you want, and let's talk about it and get through it together. So, because I think overall we're just starting this journey means that we are on the road to self-improvement. So thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. Thank you to my healthcare team. They've been fantastic through this entire process. I have supreme faith in them that all's going to go well. And this is just the beginning of a longer journey. So make sure to tune in from time to time. Watch the channel if you don't mind. Like it if you give it a follow if you want. And I will talk to you in the next video. I believe the next video I want to do is I'm going to have one more in between as I'm reaching the end of the liquid diet, and then the following video I want to talk about as I prepare for surgery. Some of where's my mind at that point, some of the things I need to bring with me, and how I'm preparing for it. So looking at least 2 more videos before I actually have the procedure, and then as soon as I can, depending on how I'm feeling after the painkillers afterward, I'll try and post something after the procedure itself and talk about how it went, how it compared to what I built up in my mind, especially with the nervousness about how am I going to feel when I wake up. So again, thank you so much. Hope to see you on the next video.